Buttons.
Oh, buttons.
Oh, buttons. Good morning.
Hello.
What up, Steph?
What's going on, man? This is the first time we've done this together.
I know we've never done this show together.
No,
I
we
never get to
haven't.
see your background. Like, this is awesome.
Right?
By the way, good morning, everyone. We're here for new at Sideshow Live, your one-stop shop for. Does everyone say the one-stop shop thing? Because it's like I feel like I started that phrase like in the
You're a
beginning
pretty
of time.
trendy guy.
No,
I
I'm just
think it
kidding. I'm just kidding.
works.
I'm
It
kidding.
works.
But this is your one-stop shop for everything sideshow, pop culture news, geek culture, and everything in between. I'm here joined by Steph. What's up, man?
What's going on? Greetings from Canada.
Greetings from Canada and New York. We're in the same time zone, by the way, which is
We
not
are.
Pacific time, which is not sideshow time, but that's cool. We do what we want. That means
We do.
it's lunchtime for us. We're here in on the Facebook page, in the Let Your Geek Sideshow Facebook group, on YouTube and Twitch. Make sure if you're watching, like, comment, subscribe. I'm not going to do it. Let me see if I can do a poll thing. Hold on. It's always difficult for every like, comment, subscribe, and hitting of the notification bell. Steph gets more poutine in his diet.
Boom.
Boom.
100%.
Canada jokes. Canada jokes. All right, Rob, let's bring up the schedule of what we are doing. Boom. So we're starting with today at Sideshow, which is clearly, it's about our live streams, giveaways, and other news. Then we're followed by now at sideshow.com, showing you spotlighting some in stock and pre order items. Then we're off to the best part, which is collector community, which we get to see your photos of your collectibles. And then we're going to from the blog and pop culture headlines, which is news from the blog and headlines of pop culture. Oh, and then we get to do this week in gaming.
We
Gamers.
do.
I mean, I really need to step up my video game.
Same here.
My my Squid Game. All right, Stefan, we'll take it to you for today at Sideshow.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, sir. Morning, everybody. Afternoon for those of you that are in my time zone. We are going to start off with talking about a stream that we have today. I'm very excited about this, actually. Today's Unsealed and Revealed is going to be featuring Spider-Gwen 6-scale figure by Hot Toys. And this is going to be on all of our social channels today at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So in an hour from now.
I just got to say, like, interrupting, and you'll see it during the stream. Her hair looks so awesome.
Doesn't
It's
it?
like it is the coolest thing. For anyone who hasn't seen it yet, hair is totally cool. And
Yeah.
yes, Steve Nara said at first glance, I thought that Abe Sapien was a literal skeleton in Alex's closet. I don't see Abe Sapien, but I do see. I don't know who that is. That's Johann. That's Johann Kraus. Anyway, sorry.
Please. I'm always happy to hear about that stuff.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm very excited about Spider-Gwen. I think that it's awesome. It looks like she was pulled right from the movie screen.
Yeah.
And put in a box. So I'm pretty excited about today's
terrifying,
episode.
but yes.
I mean, listen, she's animated, so it's all good. And we will move on to today's giveaways, or some of the giveaways that we still have ongoing. So first, we have Batman Detective Comics 1000 fine art print by Jock. And this is going to be running on our site, running until October 22nd, 10 a.m. Pacific time. You can head on over to side.show/key issue.
Yeah, I absolutely love the. I think there was a discreet discussion because especially someone who speaks French Canadian up there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's Jacques, by the way.
Jacques.
I think it might be Jacques. But
Jacques.
I'm so happy about this new. Do we call that a partnership? I'm working with this artist for the first time and like getting all of these prints, like bam, 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 and iconic. Jacques is iconic for this style. I mean, it's so good. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm excited, and I think it was Missy and
Jacques is Scottish though, but I mean, doesn't mean anything. Kurikatsu. I mean, Stefan is Canadian.
I'm tapping into my French Canadian self.
Yeah.
Jacques.
Jacques. But I think it might. I don't know. It's either Jock or Jacques. I have no idea. Let's go both ways with it.
Love it. Next up, we have All-Star Batman #6 fine art print, also by Jacques. And this is going to be running until October 22nd as well, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Head on over to side.show/all-star. And I have to say, I love black and white prints. I know a lot of people have that same feeling. there's just something about black and white that actually brings out more detail than you would in a colored print. So
It it
I'm
is
really
quite
loving this.
fascinating how that works. Like especially like when you see like a black and white prototype of something or a black and white paint job on a figure even. Like there was like
Yeah,
a Vampirella statue that we're carrying. We have both the color version and the black and white version, and the black and white version is like you just get so many different details from the different paint schemes. So
yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
And last but not least, just in time for Halloween, we have the Ghostface six scale figure by Sideshow. This is
Ow.
our newsletter giveaway running
Ow.
until October. Right?
Ow.
Ow.
Ow. Keep stabbing me
My,
in the
my
hand.
I have to reach. I have to reach over.
Yeah.
Just.
Ow.
And that'll be running until October 31st, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Head on over to side.show/Dear Stabby.
Dear Stabby.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
this is this is my favorite news column. Dear Stabby.
Right?
All right, sweet. All right. Well, everyone, make sure you're signing up for these giveaways. Hopefully you win. Now, guess what? It's my turn to talk nonstop as we cover swoosh. Now at Sideshow, did the swoosh happen?
Yeah, it happened. It was good.
Swoosh. All right. So I'm gonna start. We're gonna start off with what just came up on pre-order. This is the Billy Butcher swoosh. Look at him.
Swoosh. It's so good.
Swoosh! Billy Butcher Deluxe 6 scale figure by Star Ace Toys. This is one 6 scale figure of Butcher, features a body with over 30 points of articulation. The authentic head sculpt includes the likeness of Kyle Urban as Billy and features detailed hand painting. He comes with all the tools of the trade that Billy uses: a sniper rifle, a cattle prod, a shovel, and a crowbar. The deluxe edition includes an extra smiling sculpt where he's like grinning, and then he's got a cigarette with his cigarette hand, an M4 carbine, and he's got the laser baby.
So-
And it has battery operated light up eyes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
that was such a great scene. I love
Yeah.
that baby.
Yeah. But there's nothing, listen, a simple guy with a crowbar, that's all you really need. But then you bring the laser baby, that's a whole other level. All right. Next, going to something in stock, the Jack and Sally romance figurine by Enesco. The Disney Traditions collection by Jim Shore combines the magic of Disney with the time-honored motifs of handcrafted folk art. Look at that. I love the way that the moon looks in this one.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Anyways, Jack and Sally, the skeleton and Ragdoll, fall in love in The Nightmare Before Christmas. Take their unique union off screen with this captivating carving by Jim Shore. Dance through. Oh, I'm not going to say that last line because it's very, very sappy. I can't do it. Side.show/ This is figurine. This is figurine. I see what you did there, Rob. I see what you did there. That's a great job. That's a great job.
I
All
love
right.
it.
Um, I already saw the short link for the next one, and it's amazing. And it's amazing. All right, so right now it is the Hawk Girl deluxe statue by Iron Studios. Dope picture. I love Iron Studios does wings really, really well, and
They
wings
really
always look
do.
good in statue form. Iron Studios brings the winged champion of the Justice League, the furious figure of the winged warrior. That's so much alliteration. The furious figure of the winged warrior takes flight over technological metallic debris as if she was breaking through a spaceship window. The imposing heroine advances with her mace made of umpteenth mystical metal. Again with the alliteration. I should have practiced the alliteration. Mystical metal capable of affecting magical creatures in her right hand with the left fist clenched and wings spread. Hawk Girl is ready for combat. Side.show/ birds aren't real. My gosh.
Short link
Okay.
game is strong today. Loving it.
Yes. Short link game is quite strong. All right. Next. What is oh, God, I dropped it. Where is the last one? Is Batman over San Prospero by Jim Lee. Let's bring that up. Let's bring that up. Look at this thing.
Right?
I want to take it in before I describe it. I want to take it in a little bit. The colors on this and the painting and the fog effects are so good. All right. Sorry. Let me just roll over to my notes. A true fine art piece, the setting for Batman over San Prospero was inspired by the Medina landscape of north central Italy, where Jim Lee spends time every year. This image was featured in Jim Lee Millennium Edition, a Wizard hardcover text compiling artwork from Lee's prolific career at Marvel Comics, Image Comics, Wildstorm Productions, and DC Comics, along with a dazzling assortment of unpublished art from his personal collection. Each print of Batman over San Prospero is numbered and hand signed, by the way. hand signed
Ooh,
by Jim Lee, side.show/Batcation. Very good, Rob. Love the short
loving it.
links. It's weird that I completely destroyed Rob in Short Link Showdown, but then he really brings the game here. So I
Ooh,
guess I guess
shots fired.
shots fired.
I'm just gonna remove myself from the
Yeah, just
stream.
yeah, remove yourself. Uncomfortable. All right, Stefan. Now you get the best part. You get the best part of the show. We are going on to collector community.
Oh, excellent. So this first one I'm really excited about because I was literally telling people yesterday that I feel like I was robbed not sounding like Christopher Judge.
Yeah.
That's who I should have been. I should have been a reincarnation. So we have a photo of a Kratos 6 scale figure by
Yes.
Instagram user Brian Carr Photos. I love this shot. It is
So
so
good.
good.
I
It is
really
so good.
I really got to
And
get
the
my body in shape so that I can look like Kratos, and then I can do cosplay, and someone can photo. I would recreate this exact photo. The lighting on this from the
right,
bottom, that red, like almost like hellish lighting, insane.
and also reflecting in the mouth, like it just adds so much to it. I love it. I think
Yeah,
it's amazing. It
yeah.
is amazing. Next up, pardon me, I'm just taking a look at my notes here. All right. Next up, we have The Nun.
Oof.
Very terrifying, but I love it. By Instagram user, my conundrum. Oh,
The short
this
link.
is amazing. I love this short link. It is so
Yeah,
good. So looking at the shot upside down cross, I mean, like even the floors, wood floors, like it's just amazing. I'm really loving this shot. Captures so much. This is actually a product that we currently have. So you can head on over to side.show/nope none. And
nope,
that's
none.
exactly how I feel.
It's funny because I'm actually more terrified of her face, her stoic face, than her scary, screamy face.
Right? No, I completely agree with you.
Yeah,
It is it is terrifying. I had a hard time watching these movies.
yeah.
I have a thing with clowns and nuns
Nun
that remind
clowns.
me of clowns.
Yeah, yeah. Because she's kind of like a clown nun. Oh, she's
Yeah,
terrifying. I love it.
yes. Yeah, super terrifying.
Nope, none. I love that short link. Nope, none. All right, Rob, you're bringing it. Like, where was this on Tuesday for Short Link Showdown? I mean, come on.
Rob needs preparation. Like when he has the time, he is on point
Oh,
pretty
so
much
he's
all
like
the time.
he's the Batman of short links, is what you're saying.
Basically.
Prep time. He needs his prep time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Utility belt always.
Roasting behind the scenes. Anyways, next up.
Next up, we have an awesome shot of none other than Fluffy.
Like I said, none other as we're transitioning from the nun.
Pun
Look at
intended,
that, dude. Oh, is this the
right?
Fat and the Furious one?
Sure is. And we have this submitted by Instagram user Don Peps 1987.
Don
This is a
Peps.
right Don Peps. This is a great shot. I really love this. Even
Oh,
with the lighting again, it's so focused. It
it's
almost
a
makes me think
spotlight.
of like, yeah, it's awesome.
The
It's great.
vignette gives it like that spotlight thing and you could even see one of his pups in the back of his car. I just really quick, Rob, you're the people's champion. You are
You
the
are the
people's
Dwayne Johnson of Sideshow. I'm
you are the
telling you
Dwayne
right
Son.
now.
You're the Batman slash Dwayne Johnson of short links and sideshow. All
You
right,
are.
so I'm done breaking Rob's chops. I promise. But anyways, this fluffy piece, very nice job, Don Peps, 1987. Don Peps.
Right? This was a really popular piece. I mean, like
It
that
was
went
like gone
quickly.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah, it was awesome. And
fluffy.
last but not least, we have an awesome shot of Darth Maul by Instagram user Figtacular. Look at
Oh
this.
my
It's
goodness.
so ominous. It's so good. You'd actually think that this was a still shot from the movie. Like it's
Yeah,
so good.
it almost looks like, and the background of the lightsaber, it's like, is that light reflected off the saber? Is that the energy from that final scene? Like the those energy? Oh man, why can't I think about those barriers? Anyways, my
Yes.
brain. But his anger is palpable, and they did a really good job in this. And it's again using the stoic face, the way that this photo is arranged, and the lighting. Dude, even look at the lighting off of his shirt. Reflecting
Right?
off of his tunic, if you will. But the stoic face is actually more terrifying in this shot than the angry face would have been. So
Yeah, no, this is a great shot. And for details on how to have your pictures featured on our collectors community, why don't you head on over to side.show/ how to share. We want to see
How to share.
more. We love this stuff. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's seriously.
Amazing.
It customer photos have made me buy things. Like it's happened
100%.
before. It's happened before. Like I have things here. Like I know my Odin statue. Like I wouldn't have bought that if I didn't see how awesome it was in someone's collection. So every
Yeah,
time you post one of these awesome pictures, I lose money. If that's
it's
a
true.
motivation for anything.
I recently bought a portable photo studio. Why? Because I want to be as cool as you guys.
Yeah,
Is it going to happen?
yeah,
Probably not.
yeah.
But we all
I
have
know.
dreams.
I know. It's like, yeah, I could take this picture and I'm using my stupid cell phone and like it just looks terrible and like my lighting is awful. All these people come in with like these awesome backgrounds and the awesome framing and like they know what they're doing. And then there's me. I'm like, dirt, this is dumb. Anyways. All right, we're done. All right, collector
Back to you,
community,
my man.
we love you. Now we're gonna go to from the blog / pop culture headlines. Oh, he came in with both like swat, swat. All right, so let's start from the blog, the intersection of horror and comedy and why we love it. The best image. Why We Love It by Jasmine Edwards. All media from film to television to theater is organized into genres. These categories help us sort through all the options out there and they give us parameters for discussion. As we enter spooky season, horror inevitably becomes the more popular genre. Horror can be subcategories of categorized, of course, split even further into psychological, which is my favorite horror, monster horror. There's defined by level of gore or types of creatures, etc. Even behind covered eyes, we can't help but take a second look. Look, I'm acting this out. I love these notes. Fear and disgust. Fear and disgust are among the strongest emotions, but as we know from our favorite comedies, laughter is as powerful as well. So, what happens when we mix the two? Side.show / die laughing. Let's find out what happens when you mix horror and comedy. And this is really good because, I mean, what we do in the shadows, there is violence, there's gore, there's terrifying monsters, and this is a good example of it. But you laugh so hard watching it. So, anyways, next, pop culture headlines. You ready for this? Ready for this? Because this is
Oh, I am
Rocksteady Studios.
so excited for
Let's talk
this.
about Rocksteady Studios. Rocksteady Studios, the team behind the video game Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, created a real life phone number to call Amanda Waller. You could call Amanda Waller. When you call, Waller gets furious at Harley Quinn for making prank calls. Suicide Kill the Justice League will be released in 2022. So, by the way, there's that link at the bottom, side.show / pop podcast. We'll talk about that in a little bit in a second. Next pop culture headline, Mappa released a new trailer for the second part of the final season of Attack on Titan. Ooh, goodness gracious.
Very
We're
excited.
here. We're coming to the end. The trailer opens with Eren asking, "You've been waiting 2,000 years, haven't you?" And then reveals new footage from the season. The second half of Attack on Titan's final season will premiere in Japan on January 9th. The first 3 seasons and part 1 of season 4 of the show are available on Hulu right now. So we're reaching the end.
We
We're
are.
coming to the end of Attack on Titan. So we're going to find hopefully we get all the answers and everything's tied up in a little bow and whatever, but I doubt it because sometimes open endings are good for the brain. So they
It's
help you
true.
think a little bit. So
And they leave little nuggets and leave a little bit of room in case they want to revisit
yeah, if they
several
want to
years down the
revisit it,
road.
then
Yeah,
yeah, who knows? Like you had, whatchamacallit, the Last Airbender, and then we had Korra. Like sometimes
that's
you leave
right.
little nuggets open ended for other people to interpret. So for more pop culture headlines, head to side.show / pop podcast, or as we lovingly call it, Popo
Papa
Decast.
Decast. Yep.
Popo Decast. All right. Now we get to talk about the thing. I'm going to cut in here and interrupt because, as you know, we're both gamers, so we're going to end up stepping over each other. But this goes to
Man.
you, Stefan, for this week in gaming.
Ooh, all right. So I think this is some pretty big news here.
Very big news. Very
EA
big.
considers naming, considers a name change for the FIFA soccer franchise.
Which is
So
a big deal.
that's a pretty big deal. So recently there have been rumors that EA is shaking up its popular soccer game, and have been circulating, changing. They went as far as to trademark it EA Sports FC, so football club for some of
Right.
you that are not familiar with the
Hmm.
acronym FC. So now more details about the potential cause for this change have emerged. The New York Times is reporting disagreements over costs and monetizing rights. According to report, FIFA is asking for $1 billion.
Can you?
$1 billion for every 4 years for the game license, and would limit EA's ability to use the license outside of the game. So, unlike other sports license, if EA were to lose the FIFA name, it would be able to use the official. It would be able to use the official teams and players.
So they
So
could
it's very
change the
interesting.
name, not pay the $1 billion. Which, listen, man, it's a big industry.
That's a
That's a big industry.
that
Is
would
that?
be I believe US dollars.
Yeah.
1 billion Canadian doesn't sound as ominous to the rest of the world,
No, it sounds very apologetic. Like, oh, I want $1 billion Canadian dollars. Oh, that's fine.
right? They'll just
Yeah.
be like, oh, so you're looking for like 800 and
Yeah.
some odd
Yeah. That's fine.
million dollars.
Yeah.
Whatever, get out of here.
Yeah. So, but yeah, if that name change, listen, if the name change works out, that's a whole thing. But if it's a money thing, like that, everything,
For sure. But that
that's,
but that is interesting, right? Because you look at other leagues, NFL, NBA, and like you can't change the name without losing all the players and all the rights to the
exactly.
team. So this is definitely very, very interesting. So
Yeah.
big news there.
Big news.
Next, I think this is a fan favorite game, Rocket League.
Of course.
Haunted Hollow starts today. So Rocket League, the driving soccer hybrid game, launches its Haunted Hollows 21 event today, which will run until November 1st. This year players will find a variety of Batman themed items and levels to celebrate. I was actually watching a trailer last night. It was pretty cool. Players will have a chance to add several Batmobiles to their collection, including the 89 Batmobile, which
That's
you
over
can
by
see
you.
on my right.
Yeah.
They will also have the Tumbler and 2016's Batman vs. Superman Batmobile.
Oh yeah,
In
that's the Tumbler,
addition,
not the Bat Pod. If they have the Bat Pod, that would be nice.
wouldn't that be sweet? I feel like they can make that work.
Yeah.
Maybe that's, maybe you got to get further into the game and you'll see it. So in addition to limited time game mode titled Gotham City Rumble will be available, which will also change up the normal Rumble mode with Batman themed weapons and power-ups. Right?
So how much prep time do you get before you play? That's what I want to know.
I have no idea, but I'd love to see some grappling hooks, like start launching cars all over the place. It'd be great.
Tearing stuff down.
And last but not least,
this is
I feel like
news.
this is something that Rob was really excited about.
Yeah.
Wizards of the Coast partners with Critical Role and New Adventures book, D&D game design, Dungeons and Dragons. I should short form that. As well as Critical Role DM Matthew Mercer and D&D Beyond writer James. I want to say it's Hack, but I could be mispronouncing.
You're trying to say
that.
He's a hack writer?
He's a. I would never say that.
I think it's probably Hake or something. I don't know.
Hake. They are all working on a Critical Role Call of the Netherdeep. The adventure book will take players from level 3 to 12 as they explore Critical Role world of Exandria.
That's so cool,
isn't it? It's pretty cool.
They're like, because like Critical Role like took D&D and made their own thing out of it, right? Like they used D&D to tell their story, and now it's the crossover is like
magical,
time wibbly wobbly, timely wimey. I don't know. It's all mixed together now.
It's all magical. The book will include new magic items, new creatures, and a mechanic for a rival group of NPC adventures. NPC because a free guy always makes me laugh now. Love it. I know you're not a fan.
Non-player characters. Come on,
right?
I just want to be a non-player character one day,
right?
In a live stream.
While the adventure is open to those who aren't familiar with the Critical Role series, the creators have said many of the plot elements have connections to the previous seasons, which is really awesome. Pre-orders are currently open, and the book is scheduled to ship March 19th.
It's a big deal. That's a big deal because, for Critical Role fans, now they get to really just play a part of the story, and it's a new story, which is even more fun. And people who are not familiar with Critical Role and they are D&D fans can just jump right into it.
Yeah, I think I always love when you have an opportunity to jump into something that's relatively brand new. So
If I
pretty
was
excited about that.
if I was an NPC, I
Mm,
want to be the NPC guard from Skyrim that has the arrow in the knee. But I would
okay.
never have actually had an arrow in the knee. I'm just lazy, and I would just use that as an excuse. I'm like, oh, yeah, I used to be an adventurer. Yeah, I totally go with you, but I had an arrow in the knee. That's the kind of NPC I would be. Even in a role playing game, I would fake an injury
Interesting.
so I would get out of fighting.
I'm trying to think of what NPC I would be. Hmm. I feel like so right now I'm playing Mario Party with my family because we
Oh
just got
my
a
goodness
Switch.
gracious!
So
Yeah,
I feel like I'd be like, like Toadstool, just like chilling in the background and just
every
always
once in a
have
while, I'll come
those.
up with some comment.
Yeah, just have some crazy, long sentences about absolutely nothing and talk about fun, quirky things and get all the excitement there.
Rob behind the scenes said, "Never be a Saints Row NPC." I agree
Oh my
because
goodness,
the things
yes.
I've done to the NPCs in Saints Row is unkind. It's just straight up unkind. I mean, the dubstep gun alone, I just sit there and I just watch all these people dead, like dying, but dancing as they die. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. You never want to be an NPC in Saints Row. That is the worst place to be an NPC.
Everybody who's watching, drop in the comments which game would you love to be an NPC?
Oh, the shark one. Did you ever see the shark gun from
No,
Saints Row?
I have
Saints Row
not.
has a shark gun. It's where you shoot chum on somebody, and a shark comes up. No matter where you are, you could be in a park, you could be in the middle of a city. A shark comes up and just eats them.
That's,
It's disturbing. Saints Row is the best. I love those
um,
games so much. They're so ridiculous.
I haven't played Saints Row since I think the second one, so it's been a very long time,
Stefan,
very
please
long time.
look at me. Look at me.
Looking,
Please pick up Saints Row the third and four. It is bananas. I have no idea what's happening in that game. I beat the games and I still have no idea what's happening. Well,
love
see,
it. Oh,
see NPC in WoW. I mean, people are saying they want to be NPCs in WoW. You want to be an NPC in Jedi Fallen Order? Like, really? You want to get
which
whacked in the
which
head with a
which
lightsaber? Not me. Not
I'm
me.
down.
And by the way, I call that game, a Fallen. Just I get rid of Fallen
Oh,
Order. I just said
oh
Fallen
my
because I fell
goodness.
off of every cliff
So
in that
many
game.
times.
That's the way I died more often. Like I could get through a boss battle, no problem. Falling off of cliffs is what killed me every time in that game. Every single time. I'm terrible at that game. But all right, well that's it.
That's
That
all we
wraps
got
up
for you
today.
today.
That's all we
Yeah,
got for you today. Just make sure you enter those giveaways that you saw earlier. If you're just getting here late, make sure you rewind, get those short links. And for everyone, if you're watching on Facebook page, in the Facebook Geeks Show Facebook group, on the YouTube channel, or Twitch, make sure you are liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting notification bell, and for every time you do that, we get to respawn again.
we do.
We get to respawn again, and I get to respawn with a pile of Milk Bar pumpkin cookies.
You'll get to see my face a little more often.
A little more often.
Just a
But
little more often.
all right, so we'll see you up soon. What is that? In a half hour for the
Half hour.
Spider Gwen 6 scale figure by Hot Toys. Make sure Unsealed and Revealed is up next. So until then, Stefan, take us out.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Well, as Alex said, until then, don't forget to let your geek side show.
Bob Bang.